Hi everyone. In today's educational video, I want to discuss the two most important factors to focus on when it comes to building muscle. We have volume and we have intensity. Volume is work done. So this can be calculated as weight times reps times sets, or a more straightforward way to measure volume is to just track the total sets. If your sessions consist of many sets, then there's a lot of volume. Simples. Intensity is how heavy the weight is relative to what you can lift. It's good to discuss volume and intensity together because discussing one without the other can often lead to some very suboptimal training decisions. You could have loads of volume, i.e. do loads of sets in a session, and they'll do little without the appropriate intensity. So just doing this, air bicep curls, this is not inducing a hypertrophic response. Even if I did 40 reps and 100 sets, we need to have the intensity there. And an appropriate intense resistance needs to take you close to muscular failure. Proximity to failure, whether that's tracked via rate of perceived exertion or reps in reserve, is something you'll see a lot in the research. To get this intensity right, you want to pick a weight that challenges you. So when you're doing your hard working sets, which are the track sets that come after any warm-up sets you might opt to do, they need to take you close to failure. If you're doing four sets of 10 reps, for example, the first set, it wants to be a hard set. The second set, even harder due to that buildup of fatigue. The third set wants to be very, very difficult to complete. And that final set wants to be so close to impossible that you may even fall short of the desired reps. So you've aimed for 10 reps, but you only got 8 reps because you hit that complete muscular failure. You don't always need to hit failure on the final set, but you want to be super close to it and leave no more than a few reps in reserve, so a few reps in the tank. The reps closest to muscular failure are the most effective reps of the sets. If we match this kind of training intensity with a decent amount of volume and, of course, good nutrition, we can expect to see significant progress. With volume, we're ideally looking for 10 or more hard working sets on each muscle each week. For more advanced lifters, I tend to push this up to 20 sets per muscle group per week, or even more for the genetic monsters who can handle and recover from the higher volumes. When we review the research, we can see an almost dose response effect with volume, meaning more volume, it generally equals more gains. I find that many who struggle to get results prior to working with me, of course, they tend to be nailing one of these without the other. So they might have a lot of volume and do loads of training, but the intensity is just not there to elicit a hypertrophic response. Or they train hard and go heavy, but they just don't train enough. The volume is just not there. In fact, for people who train really hard and feel they'd struggle to recover from more training, then I'd actually suggest reducing the intensity for slightly for a short period to facilitate more volume and add more so they can add more sets into their week. We have what's known as the repeated bout effect, which is, or RBE, which is your body getting used to repeated stimulus. When it does, you'll be able to handle more training, even when the training intensity is back up. Regardless of what some people might say on the internet, training hard and getting in a good amount of volume is a recipe for success. And we have plenty of research supporting this. We also have plenty of anecdotal evidence, as most people you see in really good shape will have trained hard and done that a lot. So in short, train hard, train enough, and enjoy making solid progress.